What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. Thanks for tuning in to The New Age today. So I have a really fun video for you today. I've got a couple things that I need to get done and then we can get on it. I wanted to show you this. The turkey mount got done drying and aging and whatnot. So we got it up on the wall looking nice. And so that's pretty cool. Like I said, I got some stuff I gotta get done around here. I gotta clean up this gigantic mess. Actually, this huge mess has to do with our video today because we got some new tethered swag right here. Got some new carabiners and the Versalinks and some clippies and stuff. And we got a little tethered Ordair in. And we've got a new saddle pack for this year. So today we are going to go down to the farm and I'm going to go through my saddle setup for this year. And we're gonna look at that. I'll climb a tree and everything, make sure everything works. I haven't used any of this stuff yet. I'm running a whole new climbing stick setup this year, whole new saddle. I got a brand new saddle. I got a Fam Elite. So it's going to be my first year in a tethered. I'm switching from a hawk to a tethered, get in a tree and check it out. And y'all will be the first ones to witness it because I have not been in this saddle yet. Not one time. So I'll catch y'all here in just a little bit. I'll holler at you when we're on our way to the farm. Okay. Where was I? I got everything cleaned up. I got everything done. Wow. It's time to go to the farm. My brain's fried, sorry. Been putting stuff up and organizing and no hunting involved. But now we are headed to the farm. I've got the truck loaded up with the saddle gear and my bow. And this was gonna be a pretty short video that has now turned into a slightly more detailed video, but we always like long videos. They're fun, they're entertaining, they take forever to edit. You're welcome. We're gonna go through the saddle backpack. We're actually gonna go kind of first look at all the tethered stuff that I bought. I did break some of it out of the package because I had to look at it, but we'll get it out and look at it and everything. I didn't play with it too much. So it's gonna be a lot of thinking out loud kind of stuff too, because this is all brand new. It's not like I've planned this before going down here. Like, we're fixing to build my saddle backpack and then we're gonna get in a tree. It's gonna be pretty fun. I'm excited. And I put the target in the back of the truck and I got my bow. So we run through my self-filming setup and take a few shots out of the tree and film me killing the target. All right, y'all, sit tight. We're gonna head on down here. All right, so we made it to the farm. I've got us a tree picked out that we're gonna play around on with the saddle. I was just listening to the Working Class Bowhunter podcast on the way down here. I've almost totally switched from listening to music while I drive. I've found, several hunting podcasts that really put out a lot of good information. They have a lot of really cool guests and stuff. And but that Working Class Bowhunter, they had Chris B on the podcast. They were addressing some stuff as far as access goes. And so they were talking about how, land prices are skyrocketing and people don't have a place to hunt, and how, there's kind of a large barrier to entry as far as money goes with finding a place to hunt and finding, private land or leases. I mean, you're talking about leases, hundreds of dollars an acre or thousands of dollars a year for leases, and not everybody has access to that. And a lot of people have resorted to public land almost entirely just because there's no point in fighting it at that point. It's such a land grab right now, trying to find a place to hunt and everything. And me, myself, I mean, I'm blessed to have 2 private places to hunt and they're not gigantic, but it is a family land in generally the same part of the state, and I'm very fortunate to have these places to come and hunt, and but a lot of my hunting I do on public land. You'll see in my videos to come during the season and whatnot, and scouting videos coming up, that I do a lot of public land hunting. I killed the biggest buck of my life on Arkansas public land, and to be honest with you, my prospects for big deer do not sit on these pieces of private land. I mean, decent deer, sure, but my prospects for giant whitetails in the state of Arkansas is going to be on public land this year, and has been for the last several years, because I mean, I've realized that, you know, it's hard to rely on your neighboring properties and to not shoot that first 2-year-old buck, 3-year-old buck that they see. 8-point in Arkansas is a good buck, and most people are going to take it. I shot 2 8-points last year. It can be hard to manage, especially if you don't have giant private tracts of land, you know, where you can house deer on your land, which our land is big enough to house some deer, but I mean, they wander, you know, and our age structure here is relatively small, or relatively young, and we don't have a whole lot of mature deer. So but anyway, all that to say, you know, don't be afraid to go out and hunt public land. And I'm not sure what the answer to the access problem is, but we need to come together, you know, as a hunting community and really try to figure it out, because and that's part of the new age. That's what this whole channel is about. I mean, that wasn't an issue, you know, 20 years ago. 20 years ago, you hear about people talking, oh, I used to be able to hunt the whole county. I could, so-and-so, you know, he didn't care if you hunted on his land or whatever. And now people are a lot more particular about it. It's hard to get permission. You know, boundary lines are drawn, and it can just be difficult. So that's a problem of the new age of whitetail hunting, and it's one that is really plaguing the industry right now. And it's the main talking point of a lot of conversations involving hunting is the access issue. So, you know, just be mindful of the fact that you and your fellow hunters are dealing with this access issue, and just be sportsmanlike. You know, there's thousands of acres of public land. Go find a different tree. Walk a little bit. In my opinion, there's no excuse for not having a place to hunt when you live in a state with public land. The woods are a big place. You know, everybody gets just right off the road a lot of the times. I mean, there's lazy guys out there, and they just, you know, 100, 200, 300 yards off the road, set up and hunt. Dude, I'm about to show you a system that will put you way back there. And if you want to do it, you can do it. I'm going to try to do it this year. I've been doing it for the last couple of years. Saw several good bucks last year. You know, if you ain't got money, you might have to put some miles on the boots. That's the way I am. I ain't got no money. So, but let's get into the saddle setup. I'll show it all to you. It's all brand new to me. So we'll build the saddle backpack, and I'll tell you all about it, and then we'll get in this tree right here and play a little bit. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let's get into some saddle hunting. Right here, I've got my brand new tethered Phantom Elite saddle. I got the XL, and it seems of great quality. I have put it on. It's comfortable to wear. Obviously, I mean, tethered is the name of the game. But I mean, there's a few other companies out there, but Tethered just makes fantastic stuff. You know, I've watched videos, some of my favorite hunters and stuff like that. They wear tethered majority of the time. I've done my research personally, and I think it was a really good switch for me. I've been using the Hawk saddle for the last couple of years. I'm not knocking it at all. It worked fantastic. I loved it while I had it. I spent a little money, got me a really high quality saddle, and I'm tickled to death to use it. So we're going to get in a tree with it here in just a minute. But first we're going to get into this saddle pack, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. So this is the Outfitter Series Elite Scout from Cabela's. Well, Bass Pro around here. But I went and bought this backpack a few weeks ago because the backpack that I was using for my saddle setup for the last couple of years was just a regular like camo backpack. Didn't have any of this outside connection stuff on it. And so all of my saddle stuff was having to go inside the backpack. I didn't have any room for anything else, especially since I'm gonna be carrying camera gear this year. I needed some space. So we got this thing. Obviously, I've already got my Predator platform in this pouch right here. That's where it's gonna live. I also have my climbing sticks on the bottom of it. That's where they're gonna live. So it keeps all the saddle stuff on the outside of the backpack, which is a huge plus for me. That's why I wanted it, because as long as all that stuff is on the outside of the pack, that leaves room on the inside for extra jacket, camera gear, you know, other things that you might want out of a stand backpack. You can carry it on the inside while all of your saddle stuff stays on the outside. Right here in this front pocket is where my tethered Predator platform is going to live, right there. I like that because you don't have to undo any zippers until you are in the tree. Everything is clip, these little clip tab things, everything is held together by those. So like to take that Predator platform off, I can do it pretty quiet. So there's that. Let me show you. On the bottom of the pack, you have these two straps right here. And so I saw this backpack and I was like, that would be perfect for climbing sticks and my rope. And all you have to do when you get to the tree is unclip those two buckles, just like that. Now, I've got my climbing rope and my sticks. So these sticks are DIY. I do a lot of DIY stuff. I'm not a rich guy, but if you do it right, you can really make some high quality stuff and some custom stuff that fits you better than what you could buy. So this is a set of API stacking sticks. I took the sticks, they're generally in a 3-step configuration. They're, you know, yay long and cumbersome. And I think they were originally designed to be like a mobile climbing stick. They're relatively light, but they were ginormous. But the thing is, you can buy a 3-pack of those sticks at like $100. So to be honest with you, at the time that I bought those, I wasn't really sure where I was going with it. I just knew that I wanted a set, but I'm glad that I did now because they turned into this. What I've done with them is I've just got this little bungee cord thing to help hold them together, just for extra security stuff. This is one of my sticks right here. I cut them down. This is literally half the stick. So I cut it in half, moved one of the standoffs up and changed out the bolt for it so it would be long enough to go through. But other than that, that's it. And then I filled them with spray insulation foam to kind of deaden them up a little bit. I don't really know if it helped or not. I'd like to say that it did. Seems like it did a little, but anyways. And then I built these 2-step Amsteel 8ers to go on the bottoms of them. So those are going to be great. So that's what I'm going to be carrying. I'm going to be carrying 3 of them. So last year I was doing a lot of one sticking. I have a Mad Rock Safeguard. I was using the one stick to get into the tree, and it's a great system. One of the drawbacks to it is certain trees with a lot of limbs on them, such as some of the ones behind me here, it can be annoying to have to move your tether around limbs and stuff like that as you're going up the tree. And so there were just times last year when I thought to myself, man, it would be easier, quieter, and simpler to just have 3 sticks. So that's what I'm doing this year. I'm still gonna have one sticking capability. So if I feel like I need a little bit more height once I get to the top of my 3 sticks, that 3rd stick is gonna be my one stick from last year. It's just another one of these. And if I need a little extra height, well, then I can make a move at the top and go as high as I wanna go. Mostly the 3 sticks are for getting in trees with a lot of limbs, and having to go around some crazy bends and stuff like that in the tree. So I'm waiting on a Harken cam cleat. So for demonstration purposes today, we only have 2 sticks, but it'll be kind of interesting to see how high I can possibly get with just the 2 sticks and the aiders. So we're gonna do that whenever we get up and play in the tree here in a little while. As far as climbing rope, I don't even know the name brand of my climbing rope. I'd be lying if I told you. I bought it on Amazon. That may be a bit unorthodox, as it is a life safety rope, but it is built like a life safety rope. I mean, it's a good 10mm rope. I've got climbing rated carabiners on it, and yeah, that's, who cares? So as far as the rest of the backpack goes, I've got this main pocket here where all my camera stuff will live, as well as any warm clothes or anything like that I need to shove in there. You have another pocket here. What will go in there, I don't know. It's got some nice little internal connection stuff there so that you don't lose anything. That may be like keys, wallet, phone, whatever. Have a pocket on the outside of the bag right here on the front of this flap that's currently housing my Mad Rock Safeguard. And the pack comes with a little orange fly thing to put on the outside of it if you're hunting during gun season or whatever. It's always good to wear orange. It's actually illegal to not wear orange, so that's good. Moving on to the inside, we have our little bag of goodies from Tethered. Right here is my new toy. This is my 4th Arrow baton arm. I also did some research on this. I wanted something light, I wanted something packable, and I don't intend on having a real heavy camera, so I got the baton arm. This is intended for lightweight saddle hunter / mobile hunter uses. It has their patent pending leveling deal on it right here. I say patent pending, that's what it says on the website. And so what this does, you've got, it's basically a 3-arm, but this really just goes to the tree. So it's a 2-arm camera arm, I guess 2-pivot camera arm. And then this leveling deal here, all you do is pull out on this little knob, and that allows you to adjust your leveling as far as, you know, leveling the stick this way. And then as far as your like side to side level like that, you just have to eyeball it and get it on the tree. They make other leveling knuckles or whatever that go on the tree. They're expensive and they're heavy. I'm just getting into self-filming, and I didn't want to spend a crazy amount of money if I don't even know if I'll like it. That's what we're going to be running this year as far as a self-filming camera arm. And shoved in the bottom of the pack, I've got my Tethered knee pads and my Tethered cushion shoved in here. And so those, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put them yet. That seems to be a pretty good place to have them, but I guess we're gonna figure it out. So let's break into this tethered pack. Like I said, I opened some of this because I wanted to look at it and I was curious, sorry, but we're gonna start breaking into it and I'll show you what I've got. So, I told you I hunted public land. The very first thing that I'm pulling out is the tethered hiss strap. So, the hiss strap is a public land friendly gear hanging system. So it's got all these little loops on it. It's got one of Tethered's little slide in clip deals. You put it around the tree, you slide it in one of the little loops, and you tighten up the orange strap here, and it hangs on the tree. So I got me one of these so I can hang all my gear. I'm going to use it on private and public just because it's a great system. And then with the hiss strap, I got there's one and two. These are Tethered Fold and Go. Squirrel, literally. This is the Tethered Fold and Go. So what this does is you take it, you run it through the wrong way. You run it through one of these loops on your hiss strap, and then it locks in the back of it just like that, and it hangs off the tree. Use it to hang your bow, backpack, whatever on. I got two of them, bow and backpack. Next out of the bag is the Tethered VersaLinks. So I got these. They are like a daisy chain kind of thing, Amsteel, and they are gonna be for my climbing sticks. And next out of the bag is a couple of tethered carabiners. Nothing super special here. I just wanted to switch out my Hawk carabiners for some of these tethered carabiners. So I bought two of them. And last but not least, a set of these clippies right here. So these slide in your molly holes on your saddle and allow you to, it's kind of a stiff webbing loop there. Allows you to clip stuff on the sides. For me, it's going to be for clipping my climbing sticks and my platform to my saddle when I'm ascending. Got a receipt in here. Anna packed our order. Thank you, Anna, for giving me everything I ordered. We're gonna install these clippies on the saddle here. The way you're gonna install these is you take this little tab right here and you slide it right through the molly loop from the bottom. And once you get it through the molly loop there, you flip this tab over like that and it locks in. And trust me, they are made to fit. Now I want to show you how the VersaLinks work with the climbing sticks. Just a loop on the end. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this loop right over the Versa button just like that. Now, whenever we come up to the tree, our VersaLink is going to go around the tree here and then back to our button and go right over the button just like that. And then it'll hold on the tree like so. Okay guys, so now that we've gone through the saddle backpack and all of my stuff, I'm gonna get in this tree just to show you how versatile the saddle system is, because that is a pretty crooked tree. So if you watch demonstrational videos on hunting, you've probably seen this. Well, I'm not at hunting height, but just for demonstration purposes, we're gonna stay down here. That's not gonna happen. I'm about to climb this tree and I'm gonna bring y'all with me. Sit tight. This is what I look like walking into the tree, by the way, minus the Predator platform. It would normally be in the backpack, but yep, like a giant camo refrigerator. Everybody, we are up in the tree. I did some things kind of out of order so that I could have the camera arm up, because I'm going to put the phone on the camera arm while I'm doing this. And and that way you can see me. So the bow is still on the ground. That would normally be first priority, would be to get the bow up and get it ready to go, and then go into the camera gear. But let me give you a little rundown of in the tree here, and then we'll get the bow up here and get going with it. So here's what I've got in the tree. I've got that new Hiss strap up there with the 2 fold and goes off the sides. The one on the left's gonna be for the bow, and then there's the backpack. I've got the Mad Rock Safeguard right here. That's what I'm gonna use. So I didn't really explain this earlier, but aiders are great to climb up. Whoops. Great to climb up, but they kind of suck to climb down. So since I already have this Mad Rock from one sticking last year, I'm just gonna go ahead and rappel down the tree and not mess with trying to climb down aiders in the dark. And then backpack sits here. I usually go ahead and clip it around the tree. I didn't tighten it up this time, but I clip it around the tree like that on trees that are small enough to do so. And then right here is the 4th Arrow baton arm, and it does reach all the way around the tree and then back over to this side, so I can film all the way 360 degrees around the tree. So that's going to be fantastic. All right, so you are now clipped into the 4th Arrow. So welcome to your view for hunting season. Get the bow pulled up here. Got my bow rope attached to this tethered Phantom. All right, bow's up. We're gonna hang it right over here. And I'm already learning something. I need to get clip for my quiver, but for now I'm just gonna slide it in my backpack, and that may work fine, I'm not sure. But for now it's going in the backpack. So we'll grab an arrow off of here. We're set to hunt. I don't know how long that took. It was the first try though. I mean, like I said, I've never been in any of this before. I did it with my hawk last year, but just trying to I wasn't in a huge rush. I was just feeling stuff out, trying to feel, what I liked, how I wanted certain things to work. So it wasn't exactly a time trial. Sorry, these frogs are going nuts out here right now. It flooded down here, and we got frogs everywhere. I hope you can hear me. So now that we're all set up and everything, I'm gonna show you, we got a deer right over here underneath us. So here's our deer right there. So live action hunting shot. That's a pretty common shot out of a saddle. That's your money shot. That's what you want. That's where you want it to be. Our deer is at 12 yards. So obviously just a good 20 pin right there. See if we can kill us a target. Stay on him, he's running. No, he's not. Dropped him right in his tracks. Just like that, that's how we do it. Smoked him. It's a dead target. Yeah, that's the setup. There's the old NV32 in the tree. We're ready to rock and roll. So just a couple things before we're wrap it up for the day. I'm gonna get out of here, rappel down this tree, and take my climbing sticks off one at a time as I go down the tree, throw them on the ground or hook them on my saddle, one of the two. I don't know, I might decide that's too loud. Tear all this stuff down and get on out of here. I am still currently filming. I'm still currently filming on my phone, which is not great, I know. I'm sure my audio sucks as we speak right now. But hopefully be buying a camera. The issue is I don't know anything about cameras. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm doing a lot of research and whatnot, trying to figure out, you know, what kind of camera to get and everything. And as a first-time filmer, I don't really want to go out and spend $2,000 on my setup. But anyways, I'm gonna look. I've been looking. If anybody has any suggestions as far as a camera goes, that would be much appreciated, because I don't know anything. So if you know something about cameras that I do not, please feel free to let me know. If you know of a good entry-level video camera with good low light capabilities, drop that in the comments. Much appreciated. I think I'm gonna go with some kind of a mirrorless or DSLR style camera so that I can capture some pretty good pictures for y'all also. Because, I mean, just, you know, there's cool stuff in the woods and I want pictures of it. And it'll be very entertaining to throw into my videos. So, I think I'm gonna get a, you know, mirrorless style or DSLR style camera so that I can get those cool pictures too, not just videos. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. This video turned out to be pretty long-winded and drawn out, but I'm glad. If you're still here, thanks for staying. Hopefully they will not all be as technical as this. This was a pretty technical video here, but I had fun. Something I've been meaning to do, and got all my stuff out, and I'm glad we did it. Sometimes you just like to get out and play with your toys, you know? Just play with the stuff and maybe cure a little bit of that deer season itch just by getting in a tree. Oh, field review on this this tethered Phantom Elite here. How do I look in it? Look pretty good. Yeah, it's comfortable, like really comfortable. It's got plenty of room in the back for this dump truck, and yeah, it's pretty great. I mean, I'm chilling. I feel like I could sit like this for a long time, really long time. You know, you can put your knees into the tree like this, kind of hang out, chill. You can stand up. Oh, this thing came with the, I've got to quit talking. Sorry, y'all. This thing came with the MVP too, the little back strap deal. You put it around your back and clip it into your carabiner up here, and you can lean back on it. That thing is real comfortable. I had one for my Hawk, and I'm excited to use this thing because it really turns those long sits into really long sits if you've got one of these in your saddle. Turns it into a recliner. But yeah, matter of fact, I think the other one is called a recliner. This is the MVP. But yeah, so I would strongly recommend this tethered saddle for as little as I've been in it. It is very comfortable, and hopefully we'll shoot a deer out of it, and I'll be telling you this behind a big old set of horns come about October. So I don't know if y'all have any video suggestions or anything, leave them in the comments. I enjoy having the camera out here with me while I'm doing this, because I'd be doing it either way, and it's kind of fun to have y'all out here to talk to. That sounds a little crazy now that I think about it, but that's okay. It's more fun when you got somebody to share it with, and that's what the video is doing for me. Is I do this a lot by myself most of the time. I'm up here, you know, playing with my stuff and getting ready for deer season and everything. So thank y'all for watching. If you're still here, if I'm still talking to anybody, that's great. And yeah, I really appreciate it. Y'all stick around, and hopefully we'll bring you some cool stories coming this fall. Don't forget, please like and subscribe if you haven't. That would be fantastic if we could grow the channel a little bit. There's no telling, you know, where this could go, how it could end up, what I could, you know, achieve through this channel, and hopefully spread the message of the new age. And so yeah, thanks for joining me. Come back next time.